Demands this noon for New York Governor Andrew Cuomo to resign following that bombshell report from the Attorney General that he sexually harassed 11 women.
But will he or will lawmakers have to move forward with an impeachment trial? CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us now with the very latest. Marcia?
Well, Chris and Mary, there's no indication this noon that Governor Cuomo is about to fall on his sword and resign like former Governor Eliot Spitzer did when he was faced with a sex scandal. And even though elected officials and the public are screaming for him to exit the political stage, he seems to have selective hearing. You could call it being tone deaf.
And he has the audacity to say, oh, you know, I like to hug people. I mean, that's just out of touch with reality.
Bill de Blasio putting his finger on the conundrum facing New Yorkers. The out-of-touch governor showing picture after picture of himself hugging people from all walks of life as a defense for the disturbing charges from Attorney General Tish James that he sexually harassed 11 women over a 7-year period.
By engaging in unwanted groping, kisses, hugging, and by making inappropriate comments.
And while you could go deaf listening to all the calls for him to resign, the governor, by all indications, is digging in his heels, seeming to want to take his chances at an impeachment trial. A new overnight poll by Marist College finds that 59% of New Yorkers want the governor to resign. And if he doesn't, 59% want the legislature to impeach him. And while Cuomo denies the allegations, 44% believe he did something illegal. 29% said he did something unethical but not illegal. David Birdsell, provost at Kean University and a longtime expert on New York politics, says he doesn't think Cuomo will resign.
Nobody knows the governor's mind beyond the governor, but there is nothing in Andrew Cuomo's history, his personal comportment, the statements that he's made about this and everything else to suggest that he's ready to back down. I think this is going to go at least up to the brink of a formal impeachment process, if not the full impeachment process itself.
If he continues to refuse to resign, the Assembly Judiciary Committee will meet next week to begin the impeachment process. They vote articles of impeachment followed by a Senate trial. Andrea Stewart-Cousins is the Senate Majority Leader.
If he doesn't resign, the impeachment then would be inevitable.
His accusers remain stunned that he's hanging on.
He sexually harassed me. I am not confused. It is not confusing. I am living in reality, and it's sad to see that he's not.
There was no response from the governor's office to calls for his resignation. Yesterday, he was defiant about continuing to run the state.
My job is not about me. My job is about you. What matters to me at the end of the day is getting the most done I can for you. And that is what I do every day. And I will not be distracted from that job.
I absolutely believe he must resign for the good of New York State. If he wants to wait for impeachment, he can, but it's coming soon.
And there are questions about the possibility of criminal charges. The Manhattan District Attorney as well as the Westchester District Attorney are both requesting the Attorney General's Cuomo files to see if any of the incidents happened in their jurisdictions. The Albany DA is also investigating. Mary and Chris?
Lots to uncover. Okay, Marcia, thank you very much. And if you'd like to see the full report, we have it posted on our website, cbsnewyork.com. You'll also find the full news conferences and a timeline of the events.